affecting over 45,000 students. So one thing to point out is that the school cuts solution was meant to focus on an immediate high impact problem with a very specific audience that had specific questions, and that we attack this with a multidisciplinary team, which my colleagues will be talking about in a minute. But I'm going to turn it over to Josh Kalick, who's going to talk about the problem that we were trying to solve.
Okay. So the situation was about mid-February, Chicago Public Schools came out with a list of 129 schools that were on this potentially to be closed list of schools. And there was criteria, but it was hard for some people to understand, and there were a lot of questions around that. The school closes, why is it closing? Where would students go? How many schools are going to close? How far would students have to go? What criteria should be used, and whether there's other criteria that should be used. So there were a number of community meetings and public hearings. This is one of the ones that was held up at Truman College at the end of January. The bleachers were full of parents and students with signs and shirts and Save Our School and all sorts of things. And there's CPS administration. There's a 40-page PowerPoint there on the screen. And that was kind of the state of things heading up to when we started school cuts.